excellent day for an exorcism.
Welcome to just another horror podcast.
I'm Ben, following every Russian epic coming.
I'm John. I worked at Burger King and I got some problems with his bullshit.
I'm Cobra.
It's funny that you both like really shitty movies.
So everybody, this episode's gonna have some blocks clanging around in the background.
Who doesn't like Legos?
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. I'm John.
Ben.
Cobra. Oh, he really caught you off guard there.
It did. I thought we were going this way around the table for some reason.
Today we will be reviewing Never Hike Alone.
I have never walked alone.
You're wrong. It's your movie, so...
Yeah. I have Hike also.
Okay, we'll go with majority rules, I guess.
This is a fan-made Friday the 13th movie.
It's extremely well shot.
There's not a whole lot that happens in this movie. It's very short.
No, I'm just going to assume it's lack of extras
And
to
budget?
get killed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
extras
guess you
and
have to
budget.
throw a budget in with
would.
blood. And
Speaking of that, if they would have just had all the characters at the end besides the surprise be deaths during the skit,
yeah.
they wouldn't have been needed and it might have been cool. There needed to be a little more interaction between the character and someone other than GoPro guys. Fucking high, yeah.
Clearly the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Don't try to tell me this is the Catskills in New York. Is this? I mean, this looks like Return of the Jedi, doesn't it? Like with the speeder
A little
bikes.
bit, yeah. Oh no.
You got a
Don't
problem.
bring
with
Star
that?
Wars
You
on
got a
this.
problem
I
with Star
don't
Wars?
know Star Wars.
Basically, he's just hiking down to the lake, and he's filming it with a GoPro.
Is he?
and-
He's like doing parkour off the
Yeah.
little bridges in between the creeks. And
All right, drink a little heavy tonight. I was watching both of these. Was he purposely going to find Crystal Lake, or did he stumble onto
He
the
I
camp?
think he
stumbled
stumbled
onto
on it.
So he stumbled onto it and just said, "Oh my god, do you know what this is? This is Crystal Lake." How do you just stumble upon a camp and think? And also, the camp didn't look too abandoned. Those
Because
buildings looked really
No,
nice.
everything looked
That's
great.
because Jason was living there.
Keeping
Oh, he's
everything-
keeping it up.
Yeah, just like in the new one.
Well, then
Yeah,
I
I
think
he's living in a tunnel eating rats.
I
But
think we
he-
should have.
Is doing other things.
Well, then I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
Maintenance. He's like
Yeah.
a janitor.
and I think we should have got a shot of him mowing and raking some leaves up and stuff. He's the
Finds a
new,
piece of trash.
he's
He's like,
the,
God damn it.
he's the new Smokey the Bear.
He's kind of small in this
Dude,
movie
the
too.
Marlboro Man.
Yeah,
just
it
died.
is.
They got a small guy to play Jason.
Would you think of the mask? Too
Alright.
clean.
Yeah.
A little too clean.
Well, he keeps everything up, man. He's just
polishing that
Oh,
mask
yeah.
for next.
that idea that he's keeping the camp up, but he also wants no one to ever
Ever
see
visit.
it.
In case they do sneak in, though, it needs to look nice.
Yep.
I like when he's rummaging through the camp. When he gets there, he finds the Playboy. It's totally something I would do. I'd be looking through. Find a Playboy out in the woods. Huh?
There could have been more of a boob somewhere. Although they did show the boob of the Playboy.
So where I was kind of thrown off is a movie like this is, it's a GoPro cam. He's got I'm assuming a YouTube show maybe, but it also shows him from like third person.
Yeah.
And that's where I get like a little bit.
A lot of these types of movies
Pick
have that
one.
problem where it's like, is he setting up another camera that's steady?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it doesn't show him carrying a tripod at any time.
Yeah, 23 minutes into this, and we still haven't seen Jason.
No, he's just exploring the camp. That's basically it.
Jumping off rocks,
Mm.
running through creeks, finding berries or whatever those people do.
If you don't like this guy, if you don't like this actor in the beginning of this movie, it's pretty long.
He wasn't the worst,
No, he wasn't.
but he's not the most annoying.
No, that was, what's his name from Paranormal Activity? Mika.
Mika? Yeah.
That was the most obnoxious guy I think we've ever had to endure.
I watched the first 3 of those during the month of October this year. So.
Sad.
I watched the third. I did not watch the other ones.
Oh, the third one's so good.
You're gonna make me.
I'm telling you, so good. There's not much to talk about with this.
No. He talks about how there was a legend, and he explains basically the entire timeline of Friday the 13th, the series, all of it.
I mean, even when Jason does pop up, it's not the greatest.
No.
He's just running around a camp hiding.
He's obviously like a little rusty because he can't kill this one guy. He's just having the most difficult time. You know, if Jason's going to come up behind you, you're dead. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Well, I thought so until I saw this.
I forgot this guy's got moves.
Oh, yeah.
It does go at night, which gives you an extreme Blair Witch feel at one point. Or at least to me. And I'm not a big Blair Witch fan.
Just because you couldn't see?
He is Heather. He's
Yeah.
He's like looking in the camera, and he's like,
Yeah, that's...
if I
Who
die
takes
out
the
here,
time to do that?
then I want my mom to know that I love her. And I'm like, what? It happened.
Yeah.
That's not a Jason character or a Friday the 13th character.
And did they do some work with the sound? Even when Jason's walking on land, it just sounds like he's thud, thud, thud.
Yeah.
Like it's. But this actor that's playing Jason is obviously not heavy enough to.
No. I think it was the director who played Jason. And I think at one point this guy's name's Kyle. That's the only note that I have written down.
He
So I
would
could
be a
remember.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle MacLeod, like the Highlander.
I never watched Highlander. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Christopher Lambert was Highlander in the series.
Mhm.
Was there movies about him too?
What do you mean?
Was there a movie, The Highlander,
Yeah.
before the series?
Yeah.
Was he also the movie
Yeah.
Highlander? Good for him.
Yeah.
Was he Raiden?
Yes, he was Raiden. That's right.
What is this nerd
Mortal
talk
Kombat.
going on?
I don't know. I blacked out. What happened?
You don't know Star Wars, but you can go quite in depth into Highlander.
The series of all things too. Damn.
Notice I didn't name one thing about the Highlander series except Christopher Lambert.
I don't even know who that is.
Kyle hits Jason in the neck and puts him down, but then of course he gets back up because he's Jason. And at that point, finally, Kyle does the smart thing and runs away.
That's what I've been doing from day one.
I
Yeah.
have at one point there was a choke slam.
Oh yeah.
The wrestling
Some
move.
wrestling moves here.
Someone's arms cut.
Machete versus shovel duel. Who's gonna win it?
It ends up a draw, doesn't it?
You gotta go with the machete. The
would
shovel is unwieldy. You can't.
It was a little shovel.
This fight reminded me a lot of Jason Goes to Hell.
Mm. No, I was thinking Freddy vs. Jason at the end.
Lots of grabbing by the throat and throwing him around.
Yeah.
Good effects. Couple good effects in this.
This is like the worst review ever. This movie.
There's nothing to it. This
Yeah, I think there's a lot of hype to this movie, and
There's another one out there that has a lot of characters, or a lot of actors who played in Jason movies.
it's a fan made.
It's a fan-made one. It's even got, Warrington Gillette?
Warrington Gillette the Third.
Yeah. He's Sheriff Real Jason, or something like that. Or
His
real,
name is Sheriff Real Jason.
Real One, or Real something, but it's real because he...
Oh, because he was the real Jason of Part
Yes,
2.
that's why.
Until,
But there's a ton of actors from like the series in the other one that's on YouTube.
What's that one called?
Oh fuck,
I might should look this one up.
I don't know. You guys
Is
keep
it
talking.
good?
Yes, it's excellent.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
I did.
Well,
So he has like a dream where Jason pops out of the water and squeezes his head.
Which
was
is a good
kinda
effect.
cool.
Yeah.
at least didn't squeeze his nipple.
Ooh. Is Jason like that, you think?
Yeah. It's been out in the woods alone. Anybody's looking pretty
It's
good.
It's Vengeance, and it's an hour and 30 minutes.
Vengeance.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
excellent. So this
I'm
movie,
gonna write that one down.
So this movie is not excellent,
not really. Tommy shows up.
which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Tom Matthews.
Tom Matthews. Yeah, what he plays the
Paramedic.
Ambulance driver.
paramedic. I almost said sheriff.
That's enough.
So Jason drags him out, and he's like, "Let go of me, you ugly
Maggot head.
maggot head." Yeah.
Which
I
he
think I
might have
even
said
said
in the
that.
sixth one or something, right?
Yeah. And then Jason drags the other two paramedics out and kills them basically off screen. Which, come on, man.
Show me something.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was on his head.
No.
Again, I was drinking all that night.
It kind of ends poorly.
Look at the beard on that vagina. That's what that one paramedic says.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like looking at a
That Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great line. It really is.
Oh, the paramedic's name is Axel too.
Yeah. Part 4?
Yep.
I know, Mike.
Do you?
Friday the 13th.
Must be.
Basically, the 2 paramedics are dead, and Tommy just yells at Jason and drives away, and that's how the movie ends.
Oh, is that what he says? Fuck this.
Yeah.
Like that was the ending. That was the best he could do in line.
He's getting old.
He yells, "Remember me," just like fucking what's his name from that monkey movie.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
I was like, well, monkey. Oh yeah, that
The
thing.
best monkey movie ever.
Wait, that wasn't Shockmo. What was that one?
Primal Force.
Primal Force.
That wasn't Shockma. Nothing was Shockma.
No,
I wouldn't
was
call back
pretty
to
bad.
that.
That was hard to watch animal abuse in that movie.
That dude was pissed and horny.
They sprayed pheromones and the monkey would flip shit. The other side of the door.
Well, that's back when things at least looked real. Now they'd have a CGI baboon scratching at the door. Speaking of that, the next movie feels like The Mist.
Okay.
For like, yeah.
Interested to hear about this, but
Okay, so what did we think of this movie, Ben? It was yours, so what'd you say?
I mean, it's well shot. That's about it. I got nothing. My notes say well shot. Clearly the Pacific Northwest. Blair X Games, I was calling it, because
The Blair Witch X Games.
Yes.
I can get on board with that.
Tommy, Axel, too much overload of trying to capture all the
All at once.
all the
Coming too
references,
fast.
and then they ended it with quote Maggot Head. So I didn't think too much of this.
Okay.
3 out of 10.
Ooh.
4 out of 10. That's solely because it's only, 53 minutes or 56 minutes? So, I can appreciate that.
Alright, Cobra.
Ooh, yeah. Let me talk about it before I decide on my rating. It's this X Game guy. You're right. He's just you watch him for 25 minutes. He finds a sign. He stumbles onto camp, and he's like, "Oh, my brother told me about Jason." And he rambles on about the series or the story for 10 minutes. Jason shows up. They fight for 10 minutes, and then there's an ambulance scene for 10 minutes at the end of it. It's short. There's a couple good effects.
Yeah, but there's no real, blood or...
Yeah, it's. I wish he had 2 more friends with him that at least he could have talked to. Because you're just watching this guy talk to the camera about some YouTube.
Call it Never Hike Alone.
Never hike with friends.
Never
There
hike
you
with
go.
2
There.
friends.
Just never hike.
Yeah, that should be
That
it.
would've been
Don't
a
go
better
in the
name.
woods. There's a lot
They
of
already
movie
made a movie
titles.
called Don't Go in the Woods.
Don't go in the woods
Have you ever
alone.
seen Don't Go in the Woods?
Ooh,
Alone.
it's terrible.
It's raw.
Alone.
Is it Alone at the end? Or is it just Don't Go in the Woods?
There's something
I think it
don't
might be
go
dot,
somewhere
dot, dot,
alone.
Maybe
alone.
it is
I can't
Don't Go in the
remember
Woods
where.
Alone. But, ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is a 4. It does look nice, and they did get Tom Matthews to come in, but there's not enough substance for this.
What do you think they had to pay Tom Matthews to show up for this?
Oh, he was probably like, yeah, absolutely.
Did you say beer and pizza? Yeah, I'll be there.
It's a pretty sweet catering table you got there.
Okay, so in the 80s, there was the Friday the 13th series, which was an old antique shop.
Yeah, what was that, 88 to 90?
Yeah.
It went on, two seasons, I think, of it.
And from what I heard, it was good, but it had nothing to do with Jason at all.
I don't know if it was good. I remember watching it as a kid, but I think I was like, well, where's Jason?
Yeah,
and I
that's
quickly
exactly
lost
what
interest.
I did. This would have been something that series should have been. Like a bunch of stuff like this. Like little individual stories about people who have encountered Jason at some point.
Knock off 10 minutes, you could...
Yeah,
I
it's a
thought
little
that-
too long.
Like,
We
are
don't
you
need-
afraid of Camp Crystal
Right.
Lake?
We don't need to follow him into Crystal Lake, but pick it up when he's just arriving there. And there you go. Then you got basically make a bunch of stuff like this. People, maybe they're running from a robbery and they stumble into the woods and oh, there's Jason, or maybe they're kayaking and oh, there's Jason, stuff like that.
That would be great. I like a kayaking one, and all of a sudden, his head pops up from the creek, and someone's like,
"What's wrong?"
Jesus Christ! It's Jason!
His head pops up like Apocalypse Now.
It's Flotation Jason!
So because
PlayStation Chase.
So because this is a fan film, I'm not going to be too harsh on it.
Oh.
I'll give it a 5. It's alright. I think that's what this series should have been. Stuff like this.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I like that. How about you to quickly run out of reasons to get people in the woods again? Oh, another hiker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say like there's somebody, maybe they escape from prison and they're like, I'm gonna go through the woods to get to another town.
The classic trope.
They
Prison
oops.
escapee.
Yep, they're in Crystal Lake and Jason's there. Something like that.
It's like scarecrows.
But
Yeah, exactly like that.
do you
Convicts.
think that that wouldn't work as well or last as long because the whole point of Jason is teenagers in the woods?
Well, sort of. I mean,
I'm not trying to ruin your idea here. I was
I
just
think you might.
but the series itself takes off in all kinds of directions.
Hey, if
There's
there was
teenagers
a-
in space, teenagers in New York. There's full-grown adults, and Jason goes to hell.
well,
fighting
we all
them.
know that they're full-grown adults playing teenagers.
No,
but
I'm saying like they're actually like he's running around killing all these old people.
there's Jason in a nursing home.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That'd be cool.
It would.
It would take about 10 minutes because they would be like, oh. Some of them would be like, take me.
Hey, if they put out a 10-episode season on Amazon or something like
I'd
that,
watch it.
I would watch it, but I'm not sure I could continue to watch it. Is what I'm saying.
If
I
I
guess-
knew it was only 10, if they were like, we're just gonna make 10 episodes and be done, I'd watch
Yeah,
them.
that's true. And then make 10 Freddy episodes.
No. No one wants to
I
see
just
that.
stumbled onto Elm Street. What?
Stop.
All right, this actually took less than 20 minutes. So,
About half there.
Yeah. If you want to get a hold of us, facebook.com/horrorcasting, horrorcastings@gmail.com. We're on Twitter at horrorcasting. We are on Podbean, YouTube, and iTunes. Rate and review the show.
Thrill me.